Hey guys, what is up? Today is June 13th, and we are doing a little bikini update. That's why it's not posting so early because I just got back from the gym and I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. So let's talk about it. So, your girl is PMSing. Blah. And with that comes bloating. With that comes a water weight. With that comes self doubt. With that comes a whole slew of physical issues, right? Because I don't feel so strong at the gym either. And I want to talk about it. So I turned in my check in this morning to my coach and I looked at the numbers and my measurements have actually gone down, but my weight has stayed the same. And I'm like, wow, like what is going on here? And I'm thinking, yeah, it's totally my menstrual cycle, like barf. Really, it throws you for a loop because every day you expect that scale to go down. Every day you expect those numbers to go down. And like what happened 2 weeks ago? Same thing. It like messes with your head. It's a recurring theme with me. But, happy to report that like this time I was able to immediately recognize it rather than waiting for my coach to tell me because last time I was feeling things, people. I was feeling it. But today was very different. Today I got on the scale knowing that it was going to go up, knowing this. And this is why I tell all you ladies to track your menstrual cycle. You should be tracking it because, your body does things. So with that, I wound up taking my pictures and I'm going to post those on Instagram once I post this. And I want you guys to check those out if you want. But it's going to be like my pictures from today. But I'm also going to post some comparison pictures from maybe 3 months ago, 4 months ago, so that you guys can see. Like the number on the scale really isn't indicative of your progress. Like the number on the scale is just a whole slew of information. And the information is informationing. Like you will see my body has transformed over the past few months. So this past week, I had a little fun with my program. And I had a lot of fun with it. So I haven't done sprints in a long time. Like I haven't done it since I began my bodybuilding journey because I was doing sprints with my first trainer. And that was what? 3.5 years ago. Yeah, it's been 3 years since I first stepped on stage, but when I started working with him, it was like 3.5 years ago. And so I remember being at the field doing sprints, uphill sprints, and really just enjoying my time. So last week we went to the Cape and I was like, okay, I don't really have access to a gym in the morning, but I need to do my cardio. So I'm going to go do sprints. Woo! I had such a great time, like running as fast as I could with my hair all wild. Man, that was so much fun. Like I even asked my coach if he will let me do it, but I don't think he's going to let me only because in the sport of bodybuilding, you have to have a certain aesthetic. And my legs, my quads are already too big. And so I don't know if he's going to say, well, that's going to go against the aesthetic that we're looking for because it's going to build your quads too much or it's going to build your obliques too much. I don't know what he's going to say, but that's my fear, right? Is that he's going to say no. I mean, I'm not afraid of that, but it's just a saying, right? Like if he says no, then he says no and we don't do it. But I'm so excited about the possibility of being able to do sprints again. There's a football field that's like right down the street from my house that I could absolutely go and run at. And, I had never given it two thoughts to be able to do that. Really, my cardio has always been incline treadmill or the stair mill or whatever. So I'm excited at the prospect of doing something very different, but we'll see. And, besides that, we've also changed up how I'm eating. So now instead of having a meal plan every single day, I have a meal plan every single day that's adjusted a little bit for lower calories so that whenever I want, I can add a few more calories or go out on the weekend and have a big meal. So I can go out to eat with my family and enjoy time and spend time with them. Now, has it worked? Well, I mean, mentally, it's been good. It's been okay. But I will tell you, I was struggling with it at the beginning because my mind was like, woo, free reign. I can eat whatever I want. And it was really hard to not do that. Like, it was really hard to not just go crazy because I've been very strict on myself when it comes to my diet. But from here on out, like, it's just, it's whatever. I just have a little extra of this, a little extra of that. If I want a candy, I can have a candy. Like, it's very much like, it reminds me of how I deal with my clients, right? It's like there's non-restrictive kind of restriction, if you will. It's like there's a guideline that's very loose, but it's not that loose, but it's loose. I don't know if I'm making any sense right there. So you guys are just going to have to take my word for it. So we've done that. And let's see. So we talked about my measurements. Hold on. Let me give you guys my measurements. So my measurements this week are, so my waist was 28 and my hips were 38 and I weighed 151. Now, like I said, 2 weeks ago, I was 149 and I was 28 and a quarter and 38 and a quarter on my waist and hips. So as you can see, the number went up on the scale, but the measurements went down. That said, with the sprints, my glutes and my hamstrings have been so freaking sore. Like, holy moly. Though, man, I really hope we get to do that again because I really am trying to build up these glutes and these hamstrings, like, so hardcore. But yeah, that's where we're at this week, you guys. I really think that actually next week I'm headed to Guatemala, so I'm going to have a lot to report in 2 weeks about how I dealt with that transition. I'm only going for a week, so I will, it's easy to figure out for me because, I already have my life set up out there pretty much. But I will say this, it's not going to be tuna packets. It's not going to be eating tuna at freaking 5 a.m. in the bathroom of a hotel. I promise you that. Like, this will be me actually cooking food so that I can have nice meals like I do here. Like, nothing will really change, but we'll talk about it in a couple of weeks. All right, guys. So with that, go check out my Instagram post. It's coach_Andy_Hoffer, HOFFER. That's me. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.